Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again, bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is mine. And yes, it's another Zelos. Can't get enough Zelos in my life. But this Zelos is a little special with respect to the fact that the purchase of this Zelos watch, and yes, I did purchase it, and yes, I did pay full price for it, just like every other Zelos watch. This watch marks the last of the second generation Eagles that I was going to purchase. I made it a point or a goal to purchase all five, one each of all five of the second generation Eagle watches to complement the fact that I purchased all four of the first generation Eagles. And those of you who are with me on Zelos Timekeepers know the quote-unquote struggle I went through to obtain those four watches, particularly the Eagle E1B, which eluded me for quite a while, actually. Not so much of a struggle to accumulate all five of the second-gen Eagles, just, had to take my time and get around to doing it. Inside this box here is the last of the second-gen Eagles that I needed to buy. And this arrived a couple of days ago, and I've been enjoying wearing it ever since. You can see from the metal plate card, this was purchased in July of 2024 from Zelos. It is serial number 11. That is 11 out of 150. I don't know how I was lucky enough to obtain such a low serial number. I'm not big on, I've got to get the lowest serial number I can get kind of thing, but, it was nice to get. So inside the current offering from Zelos, the 3-slot leather watch pouch is the Eagle Gold Carbon, or simply Carbon, which, as I said, is the last of the second-gen Eagle watches that I needed to get a hold of. Now, the Eagles, both the first and the second generation, are pilot's watches. Now, the second-gen Eagles are much smaller than the first gen, more refined, if you will, made out of titanium instead of steel. You can see this is an Eagle 2, titanium, has the Lejeune Swiss movement, and this is indeed serial number 11 of 150. You have that nice Lejeune Swiss movement with the custom fan blade, a turbo fan blade type rotor. You have a textured FKM rubber strap with the typical pilot's watch contrast stitching. Quick release spring bars, both sides are Zelos signed with a titanium signed buckle and a signed crown. Like the first generation, the case is quote-unquote skeletonized. It gives it the look of being a two-part case with an outer cage, if you will, surrounding an inner core. Fixed bezel, box-type sapphire crystal with a flat sapphire crystal on the underside. It is a screw-down crown which disengages with a audible and, more importantly, a pop you can feel. It's a no-date watch, but there is a ghost click there. You can see it does nothing, whereas the second click hacks the movement, allows you to go into time setting mode. The Le Jour Perret movement that is used in this application is, of course, capable of supporting a date. It just doesn't have a date function in this application. The dial is a gold carbon composite with a gold inlay made by a company called Fat Carbon, made for Zelos by Fat Carbon. Each dial is somewhat unique. No two are going to be quite alike, so even if you own one of 150 of these watches, the uniqueness of the dial is going to make your watch a de facto one of one. Let me give you a wrist shot of this watch. Like my other Eagles or second gen Eagles, with the FKM strap, it is very comfortable to wear. I mean, thank God for FKM straps, or else I probably would have never have learned to love a rubber strap of any kind. I still dislike the ones that are sticky and smelly, but these FKM rubber straps are very easy to live with. And as you can see on my 7¼ inch wrist, this watch fits very nicely. You can see on the down the barrel shot, it fits very nicely across the flat part of my wrist. Does not overhang in any way. The over the top shot shows you that the watch looks good, despite it being a little smaller than I typically would like to buy. It does wear a little bigger than its case diameter belies, because it is fairly broad across the wrist. I'd say a 6¼ inch wrist is probably the absolute lowest size wrist you could get on there. Probably 6½ or above should be able to wear this. Might even be able to get away with it if you have like a 7¾ inch or an 8-inch wrist, although at that point, the lug to lug is not going to look quite right. Like all the other second gen Eagles, this is a 39mm diameter case, 48mm on the tip to tip, 20mm lug with quick release spring bars, so this thing can be a strap monster if you want it to be, and 13.1mm thick with that box type sapphire crystal. It is a sandblasted look titanium case and titanium buckle. You have a Le Jour Perret G100 movement. As I demonstrated, it hand winds, it has automatic winding, and it does hack. It does have a ghost date position, because the G100 is capable of supporting a date movement, a date function, but not in this application as I've shown. You have a very easy to read, very prominent minute track, and then inboard you have a 12-hour hour track. The only number that's missing, of course, is the 60 up at the top, but it does say 12 o'clock on the inner track. It's very easy to read. The loomed hands are very easy to pick up against the gold carbon background. And of course, that pip of yellow for the sweep second hand is easy to find. And since it follows that inner ring precisely, and it's very easy to pick up and see that the watch is running. Overall, it's the second generation Eagles have been very successful for Zelos. And I know for a fact that there are still some second generation Eagle lines available as of when I'm making this video, which is mid-July, late July 2024. If you go to zeloswatches.com, you can check out what's still available. Very reasonably priced for all that you get. I mean, sapphire crystals top and bottom, a lightweight titanium watch, very stylish looking, Swiss Le Joux higher end movement. You know, you're not buying junk here. And for the price that Zelos is asking for, I think it's a fairly, I think it's a great watch for the money. I think it gives good value for money, considering all you get for the money. Fantastic designs. They took the original Eagle, which was a big, beefy sumbitch. They slimmed it down. They trimmed it down a little bit, made it a little bit easier for more wrists to wear. Refined it quite a bit, made it lighter weight and easier to live with the titanium. Made it very legible with the way the dial lays out. Gave it a nice Swiss movement. All in all, the second gen Eagle is a improvement over the first generation Eagle, and the first generation Eagle was a great watch in and of itself. Will I do a video showing all 9 Eagle watches? Probably. I don't think anyone else has done it before. I don't think anyone else has ever collected all 9 of them before, so might help people who are thinking about picking up a first or a second generation Eagle to see them all together and compare and contrast them. So maybe look for that video down the line if I get around to it. But as it stands, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it to be useful, informative, educational. If you did, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the YouTube search algorithm and helps bring people to the channel, helps people find the channel, and that's always a good thing. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to try to troll me, you're going to throw insults at me, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I'm simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. I'm glad you found my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have over 1,000 videos out there. I have a pretty high percentage of those videos are Zelos watches. I think I've covered probably every Zelos line ever made at this point. I think I might be missing one from like really old school ones. Like, I don't think I've ever reviewed an Avant. Maybe I have. I don't know. I have to look that up. But I think if you're looking for videos about Zelos watches, you found the right guy. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, please consider clicking that subscribe button. It's the only price I ask you to pay for watching this video and all my other videos, and it helps to grow the channel. When you click the subscribe button, don't forget to click the bell icon too, so that when I upload new material, you are alerted. And as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is not getting any less crazy, so please be careful out there. Stay safe, be well. See you soon.